that we can win and that mass civil disobedience can be successful.
Yeah.
That's also the reason that they're trying to criminalize protest.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks' time, a trial will take place that will determine whether sitting down on the road and slow marching is kidnapping or if it's a form of protest. The first 7 of 18 adults on trial for the protest in Jobestown against Joan Burton in November last year, November 2014, will take place. And if we're convicted of false imprisonment, the defendants, many of whom are here today, will be going to prison for long times potentially. I'll be removed from the Dáil in another attack on people's democratic rights to decide on who represents them. And most importantly, everyone's right to protest will have been taken away. Because this is about revenge.
Yeah.
Revenge for the humiliating defeat we are about to inflict on them.
Yes.
But it's also about sending a message. It's about sending a message to anyone who would seek to use the tactics that we have used of mass protest, mass civil disobedience. It's about those who would protest for abortion rights.
Yeah.
It's about those who would protest against wars. It's about trade unionists who would stand up for their terms and conditions. It's about saying that you can't protest anymore because it's criminal. And you probably know that a 17-year-old has already been found guilty of false imprisonment. And he was found guilty in a children's court and he had no jury. And the judge said he was guilty because he sat down, because he encouraged others to sit down in front of Joan Burton's car, and because he momentarily delayed Joan Burton. That's it.
Yeah.
And he was found guilty. The benefit that we have is that we supposedly have the right to a jury of our peers who will decide whether it's kidnapping or whether it's false imprisonment or whether it's the right to protest. But the problem now is that the DPP is trying to take our right to a jury of our peers away from us. The DPP has applied to the judge to say that if you're from Tala, you can't be on the jury.
Yeah.
If you're in a campaigning organisation that is against water charges, you can't be on the jury. That's if you're a member of any trade union in this country, for example. Or if you've ever expressed an opinion on water charges in public, on social media, or anywhere else, you can't be on the jury. So nobody in this crowd who is our peers, none of you could be part of the jury. And so it's a blatant attempt to stack the jury against Jobestown so that they can try to get convictions. And if we get away with it, people say to us, they'll never find a jury that could convict. But people can see if they get away with that, well then maybe they could find a jury that would convict and would remove from everybody the right to protest, the right to sit down, the right to engage in slow marches. So hopefully people can see that they're very, very serious about getting convictions and that this is about everybody. Last week, they tried to gag us. They tried to stop our freedom of speech. They tried to say Jobestown not guilty had to finish. They tried to say we couldn't speak out like I am now about what's happening in our court case, about what's happening in our trial. And we said as Jobestown not guilty, we reject that gag. The way to defend our freedom of speech is by exercising it, by saying to people as we are now, what's happening, what attack is taking place on the right to protest. But also, the way to defend the right to protest is by exercising it. So we need everyone here to be back on the streets in 2 weeks' time and bring someone with you at 1 o'clock at Central Bank in a fight for justice.
The people united will never be defeated.
Clear messages from today and from 2 weeks' time. Don't stack the jury. Protest is not a crime. Jobestown not guilty. Thank you very much.